Hope you had a nice break and you could meet your family after this very packed morning and afternoon. And now we are going into a beautiful session that will help you a little bit with your healthy habits. And I will be bringing up two beautiful ladies who one of them was already with us for a long time, for years, and now she's bringing a friend, and I'm so looking forward to meet her because she's also in Singapore right now, so we haven't met in person, but we will do that after this summit when I had my little holiday. 2 days of rest. So let's bring up, without further ado, the next guest who will be here with you for the next 25 minutes. First, I will be bringing up Anya. Hi, Anya. How are you today?
Hello, Andra. Hello. Thank you very much for having me again.
Yes, of course. We need healthy habits and we need healthy awareness. So I'm always happy to bring you back. And this year you brought a friend who had a very, very tiring event, a live event in Singapore. So please cheer her up in the comments. Here she comes, Joanna. Hi, Joanna. How are you?
Hi, hello. Happy to be here. Thank you, ladies, for having me here today.
Thank you so much for joining in. So let's not delay this further. Let's hear your topic. I will be going backstage. Enjoy the conversation, and I will be popping up in around 20 minutes.
Thank you very much, Andra. Thank you. And I hope both of us, before we start the introduction, we would like to encourage anyone to just post your questions right away. We love to be disturbed, so you don't have to wait till the end of the session. If you have any question or comment, please just shoot it right away. And today we're going to talk about healthy eating for all and how to nourish diversity and health. But maybe, Joanna, would you like to first introduce yourself?
Yes. Thank you for that. My name is Joanna. For last 11 years, I'm based in Singapore, and I was inspired by my culture and Asian culture to start my very unique project, which is clean food from Europe. I collaborate with currently 7 different suppliers from Europe, and I source only those products which are on the healthy side. Basically, I focus on 2 values. The products needs to be clean, which means the preservatives are natural, ideally with no sugar added, and also packed in glass jars or packaging which is suitable for recycling. The journey is quite interesting. I'm doing this project for 3 years now. Anya, you know how my ups and downs and the healthy habits and the fact that people would try and they would be really disappointed that the food is a little bit too sourish, or actually the color of the strawberry jam is not as red as we are used to on the any jams available on the shelves. So it's quite joyful to be here with you today and actually try to compete how good actually is to eat healthy and be aware what we are buying and what we are eating.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are friends with Joanna in private life, but I also think professionally we are quite aligned. My name is Anya. I am a plant-based nutritionist. I am founder of Healthy with Anya. On a daily basis, I educate people, also meat eaters, about benefits of plant-based diet. Now I'm based in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, where I'm working in a hospital in Montiara, treating patients with diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, helping them manage the conditions with a plant-based diet approach. Even though I'm vegan myself in my private life, and I'm very open about it, I don't preach everyone to go all the way there. I believe as long as you implement a lot of plant-based options in your daily life, that gives you already tremendous health benefits. And this how our professional paths with Joanna they cross very, very often, because we both preach health. But today we're going to talk about diversity, and we are both obviously now in neighboring countries. Here in Singapore, I'm in Asia. So how do you see the promoting and preaching healthy foods in in perspective on the different cultures. When we in Singapore we have a Chinese, Indian, and Malay culture, and how do you see healthy eating being part of that?
I find that it's from my perspective, from the perspective of my products, it's really challenging to teach people how they can incorporate our European products to their daily diet. It takes definitely a lot of effort to find the ways to find the recipes for the fusion food in between our cultures, even though Indian and Chinese are quite familiar with fermented products, so they are aware that it's suitable for the daily diet, and they are aware of that. But still, to me, the perspective of maintaining healthy habits, to eat healthy food in food courts, it's something that requires definitely lots of effort, not only from the culture perspective, but also from the habits, and also even from the government, as we need to support and we need to subsidize a healthy way of eating, and not only by promoting healthier choice sign in Singapore, which is not always very transparent, as we all know who are based in Singapore. Uh, it's something that I still don't understand from the bottom of my heart, but people are taking a look on the pyramid, which are available on the shelves on some of the products. So it's something that we really need to uh, believe in very hard, and day by day be supported by local nutritionists who know the diets in and daily routines from each nationality you mentioned about, and figure it out how to incorporate this. I think you are quite familiar with the same challenges, especially in your new position in the hospital. Yes, it's something you mentioned me about. And how are you
Yes,
dealing with
but
this
I see
idea?
it as an opportunity. When we take your sauerkraut, you're obviously producing sauerkraut. You can make it a bit of Indian way, and obviously will be a fusion. Imagine when you mix sauerkraut with garam masala, with roasted coriander seeds. And when you think about all the, especially Indian and Malay cuisine, when you close your eyes, the flavors come from spices. So that's actually, to me, it's a great advantage, because it means that you can infuse those spices into any healthy product. When I think about rendang, the Malay rendang, and the same rendang paste, you can actually use it with tofu. You can make a stew with sauerkraut. It does not have to be traditional way. You can still keep the flavors which are familiar for people. You don't have to make a revolutionize completely the diet. Just use what is familiar, so they can apply to healthy products. So for me, to nourishing healthy diversity, it's not to go through the revolution, but to take as many as possible familiar flavor. It will be very difficult for someone who eat every day Indian diet, Indian flavors, Indian dishes, to suddenly say you can never ever have it, and you have to give up this flavor to have maybe more plain Chinese cuisine, very different flavors. And I don't think that's the way to go. Or very often, being plant-based, I can see that a lot of recipes are very westernized. Again, for someone who eats on a daily basis Asian diet, that's probably not the way to go, because it's just too much and it's too fast. So to me, the key is keep as much as possible familiar flavors, familiar techniques, and then slowly implement it with healthy products. Agreed with Joanna, it's difficult to incorporate in European food into huge variety of food in Asia, which is available 24/7. People go for supper frequently here in Asia. Yes, people are thinking it very late here. So regardless of what you eat, if you eat it at midnight, it's probably not the time to do it. But I think it's difficult, but possible. Again, our Asian food is so good with that they are so. When you think about Indian garam masala or lemongrass, ginger, these are so powerful flavor that it's actually easier to incorporate them than maybe flavor of ripe Italian tomato. That's a bit more difficult to implement in certain food. I don't
Yes,
know what.
I think that the biggest challenge comes when we are eating outside. It's something that we really need to be focused on what we are actually trying to order, what we are taking, and the culture of eating outside in Malaysia, in Singapore. Uh, I've been in many other countries in Asia as well. The culture of eating outside is enormous compared to Europe. In Europe, we don't have that many very cheap places to eat. And even though we would have them, it's always incorporated with some veggies. Like veggies are always part of the meal in Europe. In Asia, you would need to really pay attention if you will go to certain stalls and try to figure out what to find and what would be healthy. Even though I'm not as strict vegan as you, I'm vegan from time to time, especially when
No,
I
and
go
it's
for dinner with you.
no, it's absolutely fine. As I say, to me, and when I see iconic chicken and rice with 2 slices of cucumber, and the recommended amount of daily vegetable intake is 700 grams. 2 slices of cucumber, it's what, 10 grams in the best case scenario. So unfortunately, that's not even close to of what people should have on a daily basis. And as much as I understand that the chicken and rice might be great, I still think that it will be worth to reinvent it with adding far more greens, far more vegetables, and turn it into a healthier meal. Because 2 slices of cucumber, at least to me, it's just not enough. So how do you see the importance of legislation of government in a healthy eating area, in a healthy eating sector?
So I didn't jump to this subject very deep yet, but I was told by actually two of my customers already that the range of products I have should be listed for the healthier choice, which I was really impressed that they have in mind the fact that clean labels, like clean meaning without preservatives, without any additional product incorporated, makes sense to be highlighted on the shelves. But I believe that governments, the easiest way to change the habits is education from the first years of our life, which means that the concept of what we have in schools will make the huge impact on what we would touch and what we will tell to our family once the kids are back from school. So my kids are in, both of them are in local schools in Singapore. So I'm through the journey how growing young teenagers, what they are eating, and even though I'm obsessed with healthy food at home, still in the end of the day, my daughter would go with her friends, and she would not always choose the best from the best. Even though I would buy organic chicken, or I would avoid chicken at all because of the way it's grown, doesn't really, it's not on my side. Still, she would go and she would choose this chicken rice with 2 slices of cucumber because she's the part of the group, of the community she spends time with. Also, the stalls in schools itself, it's something that both of my kids' schools, they don't really pay attention what kids are eating. The fact of the vending machine where kids can buy healthier choice Sprites, it's something that I was really I was really shocked, and I even visited one of the school of my kid, and I mentioned that why don't we change the a healthier option? Let's go for the juices, like we have in Poland, like apple juices, which are really
Yes.
in affordable prices. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best idea because they are in glass bottles and it's too dangerous. So it's like there are certain amendments and the concept itself for introducing the variety, to shout out about why you should choose this, why you should avoid the other product. It's the process of education, and I think home is one place, but the access for the knowledge starts from schools, and this is something that I think is the easiest way to encourage new citizens to take care of their body, to take care of their mental health, to take care of their proper development of their
Funny that
bodies.
you say school, because recently I had a discussion with someone here in Malaysia. I spent 11 years of my life in Denmark, where children, they don't have a canteen, regardless of which level of education you are. You have to, I will address this question in a second, because that's a very good one. And in schools in Denmark, children have a packed lunch from home. But at least till children are about 11, 12, teachers have a look, more or less. I don't say inspection, but they hover around. They check what children are having. And the parents have a clear instructions. You are not allowed to pack sodas, even the sugar-free or zero, however you call it. It's only water or juices. You are not allowed to have any bars, so Snickers, Mars, all those things stay at home. And you are not allowed to have potato chips. And what happened that some of the immigrants, Denmark, it's a country with a huge immigration, they lost the custody over the children, because the Danish government says that part of being a fit parent is to feed your child healthy. If you don't give your child a healthy food, it means you are not a fit parent. You harm and you hurt this child the same way as physical violence. And I know this were few extreme cases. Don't get me wrong. It's not because somebody brought it once. This was the parents which notoriously ignore the recommendations from school not to bring it, especially if one child holds the can of Coke, all of them wants to have it. Yes, when they are small, it's very difficult to explain it. But I really like Danish government said at home, you can do whatever you want. We cannot interfere what's happening at home. But this is a public school. And although parents are packing the lunch boxes, there are certain expectations what is in this lunch box. So that's something to be taught. But here is the question, because I know we have to be mindful of time. Organic food and vegan plant-based food are pretty expensive in store. Yes, they are, because very often it's a marketing gimmick. You don't have to buy everything organic. So you can Google something what we call dirty dozen, and then you can see which fruits and vegetables are worth to buy organic. When you think, for example, about avocado with a thick skin, you don't need to buy it organic, because actually pesticides, they don't go through. When you have an apple and you eat this apple with a skin, or when you have berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, because we eat them as a whole fruit, these are the things which are worth to buy organic. But it doesn't mean that if you don't buy organic food, you don't get any nutrients. And with a plant-based food, all those expensive options which you see, they are not necessary to eat healthy. When you look at chickpeas, lentils, tofu, tempeh, these are really, really affordable products, especially in Asia. And they are absolutely healthy. Those expensive products, which you can see, the plant-based meat, plant-based cheeses, plant-based yogurts, it's okay if you can buy them, and it's okay to eat them from time to time. But that's not how I would recommend anyone to choose healthy products. Yes, absolutely. Food labels, that's to me amazing, that there are companies which spend $100,000 on testing the food, and nobody is reading food labels. We only reading them the front, which is in a front label in the food. And then I always explain when I work with my clients that the front, what you see in the front label, it's a result of a marketing team. That's what the marketing puts, that something it's healthy, something it's natural, sustainable, but that really means nothing. What you should read as a aware consumer, check the back of the product, check the nutritional label, and over there you have not only all the ingredients, but amount of sugar. Especially I recommend to look into sugar, saturated fat, and sodium, these three ingredients which will really tell you what is inside your food.
Yes, I have one more question for you regarding sugars, because the curiosity always comes when we need to take a look on the juices in Singapore now. We have A, B, C, and D regulation system, and customers are not very. How we can explain and how we can focus on the sugars from the fruits and the sugars from the white sugar.
So basically, check the ingredients. Obviously, if it's added sugar, I would say put it back on the shelf. There is no need to buy this product. But with the juices, I still will be very, very cautious. So water is number one. The juice, it's okay to have it sometimes, and I always recommend it, but maybe not through the entire day. Hello, I saw the comment. So my recommendation. Hello, lovely to hear from you. Any questions? It's more than welcome. We still have about 3 minutes. So the last questions. So juices absolutely are great, and I think it's especially quick, instant energy. But if you're thirsty, water. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, I would say.
Okay.
So we have 2 minutes. If you have any questions, we would love to hear from you. If you have any questions to me, you can find me on Instagram or Facebook under Healthy with Anya. And Joanna, how you can be found?
I can be found on Instagram, sedno, SEDNO, sedno_SG. So I'm happy to reply for any messages from you as well through this social media channel.
I know it's difficult to believe, but when we meet face to face, we actually do talk about the food. Food is a major topic of our discussion, not only because that's our work, that's our profession, but it's truly our passion. So if we can help any of you with any problems, we'd love to.
To me, bringing food products and creating the brand with just healthy food, it's something that definitely needs the support from people like Anya to be able to source and to figure it out how to expand the range. So yeah, food is our main subject.
Yeah, yes, and Angela, yes, that's a great idea for this movie. You can blend it. Then obviously you keep the fiber in a fruit versus just squeezing the juices. So it's always better to blend it. And I always recommend try without sugar. Sometimes it might be just matter of trying first, second, third, fourth time, at the fifth time you might like it.
All right.
So, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please, just for the last part of the discussion, because I have to jump out from here, one sentence from you, Anna, your message to the audience around the topic, and one sentence from you, Joanna, and then we will be closing down the discussion.
So as a plant-based nutritionist, I can only say it's not all or nothing. You can still enjoy healthy treats and have a healthy food. It's all about the balance.
And Joanna?
Yes, to me, it's always great to hear the opinions about my products. It's always great to find the inspirations from local producers as well. So anything what is clean with no sugar added, I will be more than happy to bringing under Sedno label as well. So I will be more than happy if you can type to me for inspirations.
Thank you so much. And if you're watching this on replay, because people will be watching in next 1 week, because we had 38 sessions. So this is a lot to digest. So please just put your questions into the chat, and the ladies will be watching the YouTube after this session, and they will get back to you, contact you, and you can also find them online. They said already their social media handles. So thank you so much, ladies, for this was a beautiful session, a new opening line, not everything, because the topic is huge, but you have opened already the box, and it's kind of a nice conversation starter for everyone, and to try to implement the little things one day at a time. Thank you so much, Joanna, and thank you, Anna, for bringing your friend, and have a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
Thank you. Enjoy the last day of the summit. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.